Chào tất cả quý thầy cô giáo, chào tất cả các em học sinh. Chào mừng các em quay trở lại với chương trình tiếng Anh lớp 11. Và như những tiết trước cô đã giới thiệu với các em, để học tốt chương trình tiếng Anh lớp 11, các em cần phải chuẩn bị cho cô 2 quyển sách. Một là sách học sinh tiếng Anh lớp 11. 2. Sách bài tập tiếng Anh lớp 11. Các em cần phải lưu ý, ở trang bìa 4 của quyển sách, các em sẽ có một thẻ cào để vào phần mềm IseeBooks. Nếu các em chưa có sách, các em hãy truy cập vào website www.iseebooks.vn để được hỗ trợ. Chúc các em thành công. Now, let's start with looking back and project. Now, first one, pronunciation. And in pronunciation, we have two activities. First one, identify the straight words and put a straight mark before the straight syllables in the following statement. Listen and track your answers. Now, we use IseeBooks to do the exercise.
Identify the stressed words and put a stress mark before their stressed syllables in the following statements. Listen and check your answers.
Now, listen and track your answer.
1. Tim and his parents often argue about what time he should come home.
And as you can see, you have some stress, like Tim, parent, often, argue, Tim, come, home, for example.
2. Money is a source of conflict for many families.
Money, source, conflict, many, family.
3. Susan's parents want her to do well in school, and if that doesn't happen, her parents get angry, so she gets worried.
Susan, parent, wants, do, well, school, that, doesn't, happen, parents, get, angry, get, worry.
4. Kate's parents often complain that she doesn't help clean the house.
Now Kate, parent, often complained she doesn't help clean house and press on the submit button. And if you are wrong, press try again and listen and track your answer again. Now we continue. Activity 2. Identify the straight words and put a straight mark before the stressed syllable. Listen and track your answer. And we also use IseeBooks to do the exercise.
2. Identify the stressed words and put a stress mark before their stressed syllables. Listen and check your answers. 1.
At what age were you allowed to stay at home alone?
Yeah, so what age allowed stay at home alone?
I don't remember exactly. I think it was when I was 9 or 10.
Don't remember exactly. Thing 9 or 10.
2.
These jeans look really cool. Would you like to try them on?
Dream looks really cool. Like try on.
No, I don't like them. I like those over there.
Don't like those there.
3.
Do you think life is safer in the countryside?
Thing like life, Schaefer, countryside,
Yes, I do. It's also cleaner.
do, also, cleaner, and press on submit button. Now we come to the second part, vocabulary. Activity 1. Fill in the gap with the words and phrases from the box. And we use IseeBooks to do the exercise.
1. Fill the gaps with the words or phrases from the box.
Now, in this activity, read through 5 vocabulary: curfew, generation gap, homestay, conflicts, nuclear family, and read through 5 sentences. 1. If you just live with your parent and your sibling, you live in a. 2. My grandparent and I like to listen to the same music, so there isn't always a. 3. If you want to learn English quickly, you should join a program in an English-speaking country. 4. In a multi-generational family are unavoidable. And 5. I have a 9 p.m. I would be punished if I return home after the time. And fill in the blank. First one. If you just live with your parent and your sibling, you live in a nuclear family. Second, my grandparents and I like to listen to the same music, so there isn't always a generation gap. 3. If you want to learn English quickly, you should join a. So number 3 is at homestay. 4. In a multi-generational family are unavoidable. So number 4 is conflict. And number 5, I have a 9 p.m. So number 5 is curfew. Press on submit button. And let's move to activity 2. Can you find other compound nouns with the word family and use the dictionary if necessary? And as you can see, the writer gives you 2 kinds of family, extended family and one parent family. Now we have some kind of family like single parent family, family name, family tree, and family doctor.
Can you find other compound nouns with the word family? Use the dictionary if necessary.
Now this activity, you find the compound noun with the word family. And as you can see, you have some words we can use with the family like single, parents, family, or family name, or family tree, or family doctor, and if you want to consult, you can press on source answer button. Now we continue with the third part, grammar. And in grammar, activity 1, complete the following sentences with should or ought to in either positive or negative form. We use IseeBooks to do it.
1. Complete the following sentences with should or ought to in either positive or negative form.
As you study in last period, You know how to use should or ought to. Should or ought to are used to advise someone do or not to do something. So, read through from number 1 to number 4 and fill in the blank. I'm having so much fun at the party, but I ought to go home now to revise the grammar point for my English test tomorrow. Number 2, your English is very good. You worry so much, or you relax now. So first one, shouldn't. And second is ought to. How about number 3? I haven't prepared carefully for the test. I know I panic, but I can't have it. So number 3, shouldn't. Number 4, you shouldn't create problem for. Yourself now. Instead, you take a break, so you should take a break. Press on submit button. Now, let's move to activity 2. Complete the following sentences with must, mustn't, or have to, has to, or don't have to, or doesn't have to. And we also use IseeBooks to do the exercise.
Complete the following sentences with must, mustn't, or have to, has to, or don't have to, doesn't have to.
Last period, you studied how to use must, mustn't, have to, has to, or don't have to, doesn't have to. Now, read through the first one to the 4 and fill in the blank. First one, I workshop after dinner and my brother cleaned the floor. That's the rule in my family. So the first blank is I have to. The second, and my brother has to. Number 2, you argue with your father all the time. Try to listen to his advice, so you mustn't. Number 3, you wear a nice dress tomorrow. You can't go to the concert in these old jeans, so you must. And number 4, I like Sunday because I get up early, so don't have to. Press submit button to know your answer. Now, let's move to protract. And in the protract, we have some suggested questions for your interview. Are there any problems in your family? What are they about? Where do they come from? How do you deal with them? How do your parents deal with them? What would you like to change about yourself so that you can deal with the conflict better? And do you think your parents should change their attitudes and rules? Why or why not? And some information will help you. Now, as you can see on the screen, parents' attraction to their children's appearance, like hair dyed in different colors or pierced noses, expensive brand name clothes and shoes, clothes with break rules and norms of society, tattoo, and parents give instruction to their children, like comparing their children with the others, controlling everything, trying to impose their choices of university or career, and courses. So you can see that it's conservative. Treat their children like small kids and parents think that they are always right. And pressure from work or pressure from household chores. And integration culture, like Korean culture or US and UK culture. And reaction. Now, parents' reaction, yelling and shouting, using violence, ignore children's idea, break things, and children reaction, talking rudely, turn a deaf ear to what parents say, leaving homes, depression. And the solution. Listen to parents' advice, closing the gap, say sorry and fix it, and make relation between children.
Project. The class is divided into groups of 6 to 8. Your group will interview 15 teenagers, aged 15 to 17, who live in your area, and take notes of their answers. Report your group's findings to the whole class.
You've just finished Unit 1, The Generation Gap. At home, review Unit 1, review onwards in Unit 1, and prepare Unit 2, Relationships. Don't forget to access IseeBooks to practice. Goodbye.